Good morning. I woke up feeling very good today. Heck, I jumped up this morning and raced to the store, mostly because I didn't have any coffee and I didn't have any choice but go to the store. Nothing gets Kathy out of the house before 10 a.m., more than a cup of coffee. But I just wanted to talk to people, about competition. You know, I compete each and every day, but only against myself because I know there's the higher version of me, the best version of me already exists in the future, and I've already made it. So the only thing I'm competing against at this point is showing myself that I can do it again. Because if I made it once, I can do it again. And so can you. You just have to become one with yourself. Pretend you're a superhero. Sometimes I do, but if I was going to be someone, I would be Black Lightning's daughter, the one that lights up and turns into a big ball of flame. That kind of energy. Because as I've aged, because I've been on this earth a long time, I've slowed down, and I find myself wishing I had the energy that I once had back when I was younger. And it's a state of mind, and so I'm very energetic. It's just in my personality and not in my physique, because as I've gotten older, clearly I can't do the things I once did, but it still exists in me, and it always has. you know um, I can't lose that part about me, even if I tried. I was born with it. So, I mean, it's just part of who I am. And I accept that and I embrace it. And you should too. Be unapologetically you no matter what happens or what anybody says. You can't change the basic design of who you are. And a lot of these people, including movie stars, I might add, are competing against what they call NPCs. These people aren't even real. They're part of this matrix program and they're an illusion. And then you have your clones, and then you have your various aliens that are on the planet, the giants, the draconians, the reptilians. You know, there's just the grays. There are so many aliens that have been walking among us. It's like the Men in Black movie where you see them in the post office, they take off their skin, and then you see them for who they really are. It's the truth. It's not just a movie, it's a fact. And they have to tell you the truth, and they're doing it in by ways of movies. Like Star Wars. Star Wars is very real. There is a very real galactic council, and we just have to raise Earth's vibration and our vibration up enough for us to join the Galactic Federation. And we too will be living the life like they do of the Star Wars. It's incredible, and we can all have it, but we have to embrace who we are. We have to raise our vibration and become who we have always been, and not who we've been programmed to be. And once we start letting go of all of the illusions, all the distractions, all the movies, all the news, all the, even our cell phones, it's okay to get online and to socialize some, but it cannot become your whole existence, because then that leaves you out, and you need to be you no matter what. But you need to figure out who you are. You know, Meditate, check out the spiritual websites and programs and stuff, and get involved in learning the practices. I mean, everybody's embraced church, embrace the spirituality and see where it leads you. You might find out things about yourself that you didn't know I have. I have learned volumes in the last 2 years, and because my memory was tampered with like everyone else's, but I'm still trying to refresh it. And when I read these things or I see them, then it brings remembrance back to me. I start remembering things that I had forgotten or that had been erased from my memory. I'm starting to recall it. And you probably will too. But you got to start somewhere. We're coming to a completion of what was originally done on the earth for us to do, that chapter or the era that we were in, the current era, and we're going to begin a new era. And I think that in the next 2 or 3 years, I mean, it's all going to come to a completion. Everything that was built on a faulty foundation is going to come down, and the new earth, the new five-dimensional earth is going to begin, and that is what we're co-creating as I speak. But we have got to change ourselves if we want to be on board with the new 5D and everything that comes with it. I think we're all ready to have contact with the outside universe because we are not alone in the universe. There are lots of other beings, and I guess they call them aliens, but I for one am interested in getting to meet them, know them, and embrace them because we all are part of this vast universe, and there's no reason why we can't all get along and have all the things that we want in our lifetimes. We just have to want to be or become better people, to have higher consciousness, embrace the Christ consciousness, you know, lose the illusions, become who we were born to be, who we were created to be, and not who we've been programmed to be. Just be the best person that you can be. Be happy, sing, dance. Don't let people get you down. Don't worry about what anybody else is doing. I create my own reality. And sometimes people think I'm a goofy fruit, but you know what? I can entertain myself. I got to watch TV to do it. And yeah, I might be silly sometimes, but I make myself laugh and it brings me joy and happiness. And so, you know what? I just go in within me to get the things that I need from me, and you can do it too. I love you all so very much. Thank you so very much for listening. Have a great day.